It's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and today I am going to put some of my balls to work. This video is all about what we're pairing in 2017. So you're going to see...
2018.
It is 2018. I'm still living in the past. 2018! So what we're going to pair here this year, 2018, to make later on this year. But before we show you what we're going to pair, I do want to show you this little baby really quick. Look at this thing. Very nice, low white pine. Really good color on him. Nice orange. Give me the light here really good. You really see the colors popping off. I really dig it. What's really special about this snake is we literally just sold it. Like just now. Like 10 minutes ago or so. And what we did is we sold this through our Patreon, which you can find on the link below, www.patreon.com/Olympus Reptiles, to one of our subscribers there, and it sold for, we did a reverse auction. Really fun way to do an auction. It kind of goes backwards, so the price gets cheaper, which is awesome. And again, it's an exclusive number of memberships, so if you're not there, you're going to want to get there, because we'll do more things like that. And we just sold that visual pie for $175 shipped. So, if you weren't there, you missed out. Congratulations to our winner. They're going to get an awesome snake for a really awesome cost. Benefits of being a patron. Now, let's start pairing some things up, shall we? First of all, what we're going to do is we got two full-size female racks. I'm going to go through both of them, show you the animals, and what we're going to pair with them this year. We are in the midst of breeding season. First is a black pastel, who you can see has got some good girth and size to her. This will be a repeat pairing from last year, so I'm going to put her in there. Although our male is not going to go to her right now. She will be paired with Banana. And I will show you that Banana. He's got another job to do first. Second snake I want to show you, going in descending order, is this girl right here, who is our big, old, thick calico girl. Straight calico gene. Love her. She's awesome. She laid good for us last year. Way bigger this year. Expect way more out of her this year than we had last year even. And she is going to get, that's right, we're doing a repeat. We're going to put, oh, you just threw litter on my floor. Thanks, buddy. Our Blitz male to it to go for some more calico blitzes. Again, what do we call those? Calico blitzes, Kurt?
Colits.
Call them the Colits. We're going to try to make some more Colits balls. They are one of Kurt's absolute favorite, and one of mine. Honestly, they look amazing. Next is this girl here who I'm super excited about. She is not very old. And you're going to say, well, it's a spider. We know you love spider, but what's so exciting there? Because this is actually a spider 100% het for snow. So, that is het for albino and het for Axiantic. And what we're going to do is throw this male here to it, who is also 100% het for snow. So what we're looking for there is obviously we want to make some snows. With a little bit of luck, we'll make some snow spiders.
What's the odds for that?
Long. I'd have to actually run them, but it's like
1 in 32, 1 in
1 in 32 or 1 in 64, something like that. It's long. Next up is our Orange Dream girl here. Now, there's nothing in there right now. I'm not going to throw anything in here. She is going to get our Blitz male. So we're going to do some Blitz to Orange Dream. I should have shown you that before I showed you the Blitz so I could show it to you again. I don't want to disturb and not put into a female. The reason being is that Blitz changes the color and it's a lot brighter color. And I'm hoping with that Orange Dream, that orange undertones is really going to do a lot of cool things in that Blitz color and make it extremely contrasting and extremely bright. I was also very intrigued with the Blitz calicos and how it changed the tail pattern even more. Most of that's the calico influence, but I want to see what it does when I put it with the Orange Dream as well. So we're going to work that way, and eventually I'll probably try to do Blitz Orange Dream calicos if I like what the Orange Dream does in the color with the Blitz. Hopefully you're all tracking with me on that. So that's what we're working. Next up is our Mojave. Check her out. She probably doesn't really even need to be paired anymore. We're going to pair her anyway. I know you're thinking about lighting me up. Haha, too slow. Ran into the cage. And what she is going to get is our male here, who is a GHI. He is about to shed. I've heard people say, oh, should you pair when the male's in the shed? I've paired them in the shed, had no problems with it. They're either going to breed or they're not at that time. If they breed, I don't think it's going to affect them one way or the other. I've had them shed in there and then breed, which is great because I'll use that skin to get other males going. Next up is our albino holdback. She's too small to breed. God, why do you roll in the dirt? Snake is terrible. So we're not breeding her yet, just a little too small. We have our lesser ghost. Look at that thing. She is looking really good. Pick her up for you. Always hungry, this snake is. Eats wonderful like a freight train. Look at the color in there. Beautiful, beautiful snake. Now, she is now big enough to breed. So what is she getting? Wow.
What's breeding weight?
Breeding weight, we like them to 1,500 if we can. I have gone just slightly smaller a few times if they're eating really good. But that snake is over 1,500. I don't remember her exact weight now, but it's probably like 1,650, 17. She's going to get this guy right here, who is a spider, 100% true ghost. So what we're looking for here is some Axiantic, not Axiantic, we won't get any Axiantic there, sorry. Some ghost lesser bees, right? That would be all possible head Axiantic. Mostly looking for the ghost lesser bees, but they would all be 50% possible head. Next one down is going to be our fire yellow belly. She threw some really cool babies last year. And for whatever reason, I keep using her with recessives. Last year it was Axiantic we put with her to make some Axiantic or het Axiantic combos. This year, to keep with the theme, she has been getting bred by our pied male, who is the father of that one pied I just showed you. So you can see how well the color retains. Very, very good. So very awesome. Down here, we have a big pied female who's in shed. So we're not going to worry about breeding her right now. And she would normally be breeding to that pied male. So he'll roll through both those cages, is what he'll do. Next, on the very bottom, is our, the water's getting kind of icky. We'll dump that. This is also a great time just to go through your cages and just kind of, you know, tidy up a little bit. This is just a straight up lesser girl. She was a mom to all of our bells last year. Hopefully be the mom to more bells this year. Our lesser pastel male has been a little bit shy this year. So what we've been doing is we've been rotating 2 different males through, but they're both lesser. So we got a lesser and a lesser pastel going through to try to make, you guess it, bells. That's kind of the hope there. Up here, what you're going to see is another Mojave. Right? Really nice Mojave here. I got nothing to stick with her right now because she's also breeding by the GHI. So the GHI would be breeding there. We have this big pastel girl. Look at the size of this thing. Oh, she is consistently one of my biggest ball pythons. Massive, massive girl. Always over 3,000 grams at breeding time. Usually approaching 4 before the season comes to an end. She makes big babies because I always throw this guy here, get him out for you, to her. That's a male. Nobody ever believes me, but it is. He's fathered a ton of clutches, and he got a fly on you. Fly away, fly. He's absolutely a beast. The only snake that makes him look small on my females is her. So he's about 2,700 grams, I think, as a male. That's a lot of snake in that tub. We come down here, we have a standard normal. She's been getting bred to banana this year, but that banana's got another job yet to do. So we got 3 things with banana going to it. This is what Kurt always calls our not het pied. This came to us as supposed to be a het pied. We proved it not to be a het pied, which is okay because we took it in trade for a really low price because I wasn't sure on its origins. And what we're doing now is this is also breeding the GHI. This is another one of those Patreon things because I let them pick what bred this snake. I gave them several options and they chose GHI. And we'll take all the GHIs from that and they'll be specially sold on Patreon. So, if you like GHI and need it in your collection, Patreon would be a really good place to be. Last year she laid 9 eggs. Just saying. Let me get down here to the killer bee. This is a snake we had here, we produced. And what we're putting to that is this male here. which came to us, was supposed to be a super pastel spot nose. We think it's probably just a pastel spot nose, but we're going to breed it to her, and we should get our definite answer. Because if it is only a pastel spot nose, we'll get some pastels. If it's a super pastel spot nose, then everything out of this clutch will at least be super pastel. So the answer should be forthcoming. And we come down to our big old girl right here. So our big albino girl. Oh, you made a mess in there. Yeah, really gross. Pick up snake poop barehanded, but you know, it's just got to get done. And that's what the hand sanitizer's for, and I'm done working for the day. So what she's going to get bred to is we have a het Snow, who I already showed you is in another cage. When he's done in there, he'll come down here to try to make some albinos, possible het Axiantic. Put those in there. Brings us down to this girl here, who's just a straight up champagne, who's just an amazing form of glow. One thing too, when they're in breeding season, you want to still spot clean the cage, but you honestly kind of want to keep some pheromones in there, like, you know, good old stinky bedroom. What she's breeding is this to make Kurt happy guy. He's an off and on eater, always has been, but he maintains his weight still really well. He looks a little thin, but he breeds wonderful. When he comes off, he will start eating again, hopefully. He is still eating during breed season. I'd probably take him off, but he's probably a 1 in every, I'd say, 3-week feeder right now. They just kind of hit and miss with him because he's mostly concentrating on that.
What morph is he?
He is an inchy. Then we come down to this girl here. Another big old massive healthy female. Look at that girl there. This is a 100% het Axiantic pastel produced by JD Constriction, who you know is one of the people I think makes some of the best SK line pastel or Axiantics in the world. She is being bred this year to an unrelated pastel Axiantic. She is the mother to Zeus. My hope is to make some super pastel Axiantics this year that I can also hold back for future breeders, so we can really work on that killer bee Axiantic project. Whew! Tell you what, man, I'm gonna run out of things to say if I'm not careful. Then we go down to Mania down here. It's another Kurt project. Oh, you drank all your water, haven't you? I'll fix that. And you've got skin everywhere. You wrecked that. And there's nothing to put in here right now, because she is also being bred by our spider het True Ghost. She is a visual ghost female. So that pairing will produce some ghosts, some spider ghosts, all being possibly het for Axiantic as well. Not full het, just possible het. So that's kind of where that's going to go. But since he's busy, she has to wait her turn. Put her in there. There you go, girlie. And she did not have babies last year. She made us wait a year. Now here comes this one. Sometimes she flies out to bite me. Not today. And she is also the third snake to get banana. Oh. We'll go ahead and throw that banana in there. He is right here. Bloop. Close that up to make some more banana pins. All right. One more. And that is that girl right there, who is a bumblebee of her own production. And you guys that watch know that I totally missed on calabees last year. Well, I'm not giving up. So she's getting, oh, you're going in the shed, buddy. She's getting that calico male. Really nice calico male. And as of right now, that is all of our pairings for 2018. What may happen as the season goes, we may get a few more snakes like this one up to size, but I don't know. You can see she's not there yet. You know, if she gets there, we'll breed her too, but I'm not going to push her. She's a lesser pastel. And like I say, I'm not going to push her. If she gets there, we'll breed her. If she doesn't, she doesn't. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. No big hurry. So, but that would bring us to, let's see here, there was, what, one we weren't breeding in here, correct?
Yep.
The albino hold back. right? So that's 9 there, plus 10 here for 19, and number 20 here. So we're looking at producing up to 20 clutches this year. That would be on our best right now. Truthfully, I expect to do about 18, which is an improvement over last year. We did 15. Our big year in production increase is going to come in 2019. The reason being is, it's just a bigger growth year where all of these will produce. So you'll have all these 20 ready to go. Plus these over here will all be ready to go. So you already got 21, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 other het clown females that I know will be ready to go by then, bringing our total to 28 and a couple more on the outside. So we'll see a jump of more likely 10 clutches in 19. Not to mention some new males, some new genetics. So 19's our big year. This has got some repeat stuff, but it's still a year I'm very excited about. My most exciting things in this year, the GHI stuff. Really looking forward to doing some Mojave GHIs. I can't wait to get that done. I'm also very excited about the possibility of snows. I would love to hit a double recessive. So that project has got me hyped up. Of course, my Axiantic projects, looking at some super pastel Axiantics to further what we can do with Zeus when he's ready, which will be ready next year. I'm super stoked about that. I'm also stoked about doing the Calico Blitzes again, just to see how they come out. They come out as crazy as the last ones. So those are the things that I'm most excited about this season. And of course, pies. Who doesn't like doing pies? Bells. I mean, that's all good stuff, but those are my favorite ones. Kurt, what clutches are you the most excited about attempting this year?
The 2 Ghost.
Oh, yeah? And that doesn't surprise me because I don't know if I ever told the story about how we got a ghost, did I? On here?
Maybe.
Probably not. So let me tell you this. If this ever sounded like me playing a game to screw over your best friend, God, it's horrible. So we go to a show in Wichita. Hope you tell me to hold on a second.
Nope.
Good. We go to this show in Wichita, right? And Kurt said, and this was before we kind of combined everything. So he had his, I had mine. They all lived in my house. We were still working together, but before we just combined it all. And Kurt said he couldn't go, but he gave me $100. Said, spend $100 for me. And I'm looking for this. And what he was looking for was, Kurt wanted, I was a pinstripe, wasn't it? No.
Black
was
pastel.
It? Black pastel. That's what he said, get me a black pastel. And I said, all right, I'll look for you. So I go to the show in Wichita. I bounced all around. Couldn't find a black pastel at $100. Wasn't happening. And so I called him, but what I found was this ghost. That ghost female I showed you. And it was already like 800 grams when I found it. So it already had some weight that had been ready in a year. So I called Kurt. I'm like, hey, this guy's got this ghost female, and he's just getting another ghost project, and he can take $100 for it if you want it, which was a great deal at the time. I would still expect to get $100 out of a baby ghost female at least. So I thought, man, that's an awesome deal because I think ghost is very underappreciated. So I'm telling Kurt, can't find a black pastel, but here's this ghost. Do you want it? And Kurt goes, yeah, give me that ghost. I'm like, cool. So I bought him the ghost. Problem solved. Took care of my buddy, right? Well, then I go to the charity auction after the show. So they had this cool charity auction. And it was actually where I got the idea to do the reverse auction that I just talked about on Patreon. Was by going to that place. And they did a reverse auction where they sold one of these baby racks I have. Okay? So I bought my first baby rack at that reverse auction. But it wasn't just the baby rack. The baby rack came with 2 snakes. So it was a baby rack, you got a pinstripe female, and you got a black pastel female. Well, I already had a pin female, so I didn't need one really. And Kurt wanted the black pastel female. So here I go, and I needed the baby rack. So I won the auction, went for a great price. But here I come home now, and I've got this baby rack, a pinstripe female that I called a buddy of mine that I knew had been looking for one, and I ended up just selling it to him. I disclosed fully how I got it, so he knew the whole thing, so it wasn't kind of sketchy. It was exactly, hey, this is where it came from. This is the whole deal. I don't need it. I'll sell it to you for this. And he was like, absolutely, which I think covered almost half my cost, to be honest. I gave him a really good deal, so it worked out wonderful. Because you know me, I don't usually advocate for flipping, buying off the table and reselling without being very, very open about what you're doing. So anyway, so I had to call Kurt and say, remember how I told you I couldn't find a black pastel? He's like, yeah. I said, well, I got one now. So here I go to a show, tell him, yeah, I can't find a black pastel, and then I buy one. So I looked like a complete D-bag. But what I did do is I told him, like, look, here's how it happened. I know that sounds crazy, but this is a deal. But if you want it, tell you what, you spend $200, you pick the snake you want, whichever one you want, you keep. And he ended up saying he wanted the ghost. In the long run, it didn't matter because it's all combined. But I thought, man, I look shady as all get out now. Cause I'm like, oh yeah, you can't get this black pastel. I can't find one. Then I win one at a charity auction. That was kind of funny. All right, any questions, Kurt?
Nope.
Did you think I screwed you over that day?
No.
No, it's because you trust me. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.